Hi guys, we are going to talk about the if statements today. So let's just start. Let's declare the variable first. Integer, let's suppose integer number, and then if statement. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to write basic if statement. So we've assigned 5 to the number variable, and then we are going to see if the number variable is, let's say, greater than 10, or I would say less than 10, it would show us a message number is less than 10, and then ends the line. So right now we've ran the program, and it does say that number is less than 10. If we were to say if the number, let's suppose, if the number wasn't less than 10, would it work? Let's try that. We assign the number to 15, run it, and it does not show anything here. So that's the basic structure of a if statement. Then there's a next if statement, which is basically else if. So you can't use else if without using the if statement before it. So we will try using else if. We'll show you. So right now we'll change this back to, let's say, 5. So right now this statement is true because this is 5 and the 5 is obviously less than 10, and then we will try making this statement true as well. So if the number is less than 5 and let's say more than 2, and then we can display a message saying number is more than 2. So now we can say that. So right now basically what you can do is we've got 2 different statements. We can change this to, let's say, so we've got if the number is more than is less than 10, it would say number is less than 10, and if for some reason the number is, let's say, more than 10, it will say it's more than 10 here. So right now we have a 5. So this statement will be true. This won't be true because number is 5 isn't greater than the 10. So let's run it, see what's the result. So it says number is less than 10. Now we will try changing this to, let's say, 15, which is greater than. So now this statement is not true, but this is. So if we run it, it will show us the output number is more than 10. So it shows us this output. If we try using else if without the if statement before it, it will not work. So let's say if we were to assign number variable to 5 here again, it will not work. So right now you can see it shows the expected expression. We will need to remove this else statement. So you can only use else if statement after the if statement, and it should have nothing in between, except you can just do the comment bit. You can just write a comment, but you can't really write a code in it. So now we'll go to the else statement. Else statement is quite easy. So we've got if statement, and again with the same rule, else statement cannot be written. It can be only written after the if statement. So we'll write else statement. We don't need condition for else statement, so we can straight go into the code and we can say cout if statement is not true. So now if this statement is not true, which is if number is less than 10, if the number is no less than 10, it will go straight to this else statement. So no matter what number is it, if it's not less than 10, it will straight go to this. So it's like you can say it's like a default statement. If the if statements are not true, then it will end up showing the else statement. So right now it will obviously show this because the 15 is is not less than 10. So if we'll run a program, it says if statement is not true. So this if statement is not true, it shows this message. So these are the basic if statement, if else statement structure. Now we are going to do the nested if statements. That's quite easy. So nested if statements are basically statements, if statement within the if statement. So right now we have one if statement which is not true. We'll make it true by pressing it 5. So right now if we run it, it will be true. It says number is not less than 10, is less than 10, because it's true. So we've got a number which is 5, and then 5 is less than 10. Now we can we can basically write any if statement within the number as well. So we'll say if we'll pass it if number is, let's say, greater than 2, then it will show us say out number is greater than 2. So right now these both statements are true. So right now we've got, basically what it's going to do is it's going to see this. It will go like, okay, so number 5 is less than 10. It will show this message, and then it will go to the next statement. It will go, okay, so number is greater than 2. So it's going to also show this statement, these both statements. So right now you can see the output is number is less than 10, and then the number is greater than 2. You can use these, you can use these in different programs. You can also use this for strings and all the other things. Basically we're just using the numbers for examples, for explanation. So right now we are going to write, let's say 10. So right now it's going to only show this statement, because this if statement is true, which is if number is less than 10. So number is less than 10, which is 5. But when it goes to the next if statement, the number is not greater than 10 because it's 5. So 5 is not greater than 10. So now it's going to show this statement, but it's not going to show this statement because it's not true. So I can add comment just to explain it. This statement is true, but this statement is not true, is false. So what I mean by true or false is basically this statement can be executed because number is less than 10. This statement cannot be executed because it's false. It's not true. So if we run it, we only see first output, which is number is less than 10, and the second one we don't see it because it's not true. Hopefully guys you understood this. If you have a question, you can comment below, and I can make another video on this. Thank you.